Hello, everyone on the YouTube stream. We're getting everything wrapped up on my end and other such. Please feel free to answer the Q&A on the YouTube channel. The stream is also over on our Discord server. That would be in the description of this stream, so you can join that and join us on this side. But yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. Alright. OBS swapped over. Cool. Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Alrighty. Let me look at the Q&A. Okay, here. Plans, created water slides, building rooms for passengers, showing things that will come when we play, or showing things that will come when we play. Show the game passes. Right. Tuna, you wanna do anything in particular?
Well, we're gonna continue working on what we were working on yesterday. Um, Perhaps we can go ahead and reveal the staff rooms, or not the staff rooms, correction, the staterooms. What am I saying? English isn't my first language, guys. Please forgive me. But
Nobody
yeah,
is.
maybe go have a look at those. I'm gonna continue working on the port, and yeah, should be an eventful dev stream.
You think that port is at like a certain stage to where
Oh, absolutely not.
no, where it can't be
Absolutely not.
showcased? Okay.
It's just being blocked out.
Uh-huh. Okay. Understandable. Why? Okay, hold on, guys. Fixing some issues that was being weird on my end. Okay. Top or live chat. Let's see. Oh, not the cruise missile things.
Oh yeah.
We're about to start moderating that. That's getting out of hand.
I'm gonna start moderating. Well, I don't think we should do that. I think we should just add it.
No. No. Just no. But I think this is ready to export over.
Yep. So what we've been doing the last weeks is we've been revamping a lot of the ships and a lot of the models. Um, since I got hired about a week ago, back at the studio, I've been working on some new textures, new cabins, etc. Now some of those will still have to be remade. Most of it is not done, but we're making rapid progress. The staterooms have been completely replaced. But we have very, very up-to-date models that should be more to standard with overall Roblox standards. So we will have very, very realistic models and textures coming soon. As of right now, the next coming weeks, you'll see me working on things like ports and cities, and these kind of things. As we still would like to revamp the old ones, as they, quite frankly, are not up to spec in my opinion. And I believe Wolf agrees with me, which is why we're reworking it. But we'll see what happens with that. It's currently in blockout phase, so we're not going to go ahead and reveal that during the dev stream as to the port we're working on. But I will guarantee that it will be very, very beautiful when it comes out.
I'm just doing some little things here that I should have done earlier. Watching. Why? Okay, hold on, guys. Why am I?
Also, when it comes to watching Wolf model here, just make sure for
It
any
tends to get
new,
very
any
quiet.
any new modelers here, make sure you do not do the topology that Wolf does. All right,
Mm-hmm.
not great habits. Not great habits. We have to go through and clean up everything, but yeah. So if if you guys get to actually modeling, just try to stay with quad and triangular topology. Not that that really matters, but for Roblox purposes. But yeah, just it's a nice habit to have for modeling, so it's nice and easy to work with.
I think that's better.
Um, Wolf, when do you think autopilot will come online?
That would have to be during a little later in or the beginning of beta, essentially,
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
because that would kind of be hard to code in and program essentially.
Yep. Yeah, right now we're just concentrating on the core features, revamping a lot of the models, like I already said. Um, my job for the most part is right now is to basically just clean up a lot of the mess that was made before, and in that sense, I've been doing a lot of work in the last week or so, revamping a lot of things, and I hope to showcase those on the dev stream today. As with the staterooms and textures, I still need to adjust some textures, of course. They're still work in progress, but for the most part, they're in their finished state.
Make a ship with 5 blades.
Thank you, Love God. Appreciate it.
Design elements like lights.
Yes, yes, Tech Titanic. I am currently working on wallpapers and custom textures with Substance Painter. Although it is not the main priority at the moment. My main priority is ports, and then afterwards, I will be continuing the revamp of all the other models. Once that is done, then we will work on wallpapers and these kind of things.
Average. No, the port is not in the test place. It's still in Blender. I think as of right now, it's more of a big secret to other staff members.
Yes. For Bear, yes, liveries will be a thing. We will, the way that will work is similar to how car and plane livery works in other games, like Microsoft Flight Simulator or Assetto Corsa. When you're, there will be a map which you can paint over. We will release the presets once they are done, or whatever you want to call them, presets, layouts, whatever. You can apply a paint to the map and import it into Roblox, and it will apply it to the surface appearance of the ship, and that's how we will have custom liveries.
Uh,
Now, I'm not sure what that's gonna come out, but that is something that we have been talking about extensively. Uh, but we would love to have custom liveries. I think it would add it would add a lot to the gameplay and a lot to the personalization. And it's nice that Roblox is nice and easy with just uploading decals and these kind of things. So we're not gonna have any syncing issues between multiplayer ships. So you should be able to see another person's livery on their ship, even if you're not on their ship. Yeah, Luke, we have revamped them. Obviously, I'm not the person that's streaming here, so I can't show you them. We'll have to wait for a wolf to show you that. But yes, we will be showing that in the dev stream. I've been working very, very hard on revamping those. And yeah, I hope you guys will be pleased with the way they look at the moment.
Island ships could. Okay, so what do you want me to show?
Just go over to the staterooms and yeah, just the staterooms. You could show the textures if you want. They're not very flashy, but
I should
yeah, I
probably
think.
delete something off of here real quick.
Well then,
Hold
yes.
on. Okay. Is it gone? Okay, it is gone. Cool. Your character's still there, but this is essentially what they look like as of right now.
Yep. Oh, let me move my character. Hold on. My apologies.
You good? Essentially what they look here. Let me turn off the UI and such. Oh, that is not. That is the wireframe. So essentially, this is what the staterooms currently look like. There's different variants and such, but they do definitely look. Why is there a blue hue at the top of this?
A blue hue where?
On top of the mirror.
Oh, it's just Roblox reflections being stupid.
That is very odd. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's just reflecting the sky for some reason.
yeah, but yeah, it looks way better than what my staterooms were and such.
And these are all paintable as well, which will come in the Game Pass. They're all paintable because we can. All the everything that's made here is made with something called a white alpha, so that we can easily apply a tint to them, which allows for coloring of PBR materials.
Here's a studio version. A balcony, like where you can add a balcony
Yeah,
and such.
the
And
balcony one was a bit of an impulse, by the way, so don't take it too seriously. We just kind of thought it would be funny to make the smallest cabin have a balcony variant.
I mean, it's just like a little extra, but
Yes,
And then
yes.
here's a compact one. Yet to not have a TV, which is very odd. I don't know how we're gonna end up doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe just have a basic wall mount instead of not having it stick out all the way.
Yeah, I think I'll have to make them out for that.
All right, hold on, guys.
Be a bit of a problem, but yeah, we're in discussion on how maybe we can solve this problem so that we can have liveries and all this. And the old staterooms are considered obsolete, yes. They are all being replaced. Oh, Luke, are you in like Alabama area or something?
Tuna.
You in like
When you end up getting the time, can you replace the flooring with the replace bits thingy?
Oh yes, I will do that. I will do that. Yeah.
Even
Well,
with the rubber stuff.
let's not let's not bore the good people here by doing some errands and actually do some exciting stuff.
All right. What was you do in mind here?
Well, perhaps you could show off the improved Nova. Me and Wolf have worked very hard on revamping the Nova.
It's really not.
And,
the only thing that was changed on it was the bridge.
Well, it's still a big revamp for the most part. It's the same design. Nova is the same design. However, it has been hugely optimized, and a new bridge has been installed, as you can see.
You guys, don't worry about the discoloration. Tuna will be personally retexturing the entire Nova to its own
Yes,
specifications.
and this specific texture will also be changed. I don't like the wear and tear too much, but yeah, well, I'm going to revamp this specific texture.
Mhm.
Makes the ship look very old. Yeah. So I'm gonna tone down the wear and tear, and it's gonna be great.
Hold on. Can I do something real quick?
But yeah, I hope you guys can see the standard of models and visuals that we're going to be going for. Um, yeah. Luke, we're not necessarily focusing on that. I think we'll know when we get near the actual alpha stage. Currently we're completely focused on getting the game out and the essential features, but once we get near launch time, we could consider something like that. Obviously, the alpha boys will get a ship and these kind of things, which we're going to remodel as the old alpha ship is, well, you know, kind of bad.
It's kind of
But
special.
yeah, it is pretty special in a bad way.
Oh. Lagging a bit. Lagging a bit. Okay, there it is. Whoa. Why are you doing that? Any more questions?
System. Okay, Wolf, you're gonna need to answer this one because I'm not sure about it.
Mm.
Rowan asks, is there gonna be a system where multiple ships can be bought? If so, can we have it so instead of having to buy a ship slot, then buy an actual ship, you only have to buy the ship?
Huh?
So it's like so you will be able to have multiple ships in your save. I'm correct in saying that, right, Wolf?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's gonna be. Are we gonna have ship slots that we have to purchase? That's basically what he's asking.
To have the ship.
Do we only have to buy the ship or the ship slot as well? That's what he's asking.
You would have to buy the ship. It's essentially like CST, but you
Yeah.
know, a little different.
Well, cruise ferries are out of the scope of the game. Yeah, they're out of the scope of the game. So I mean, maybe if the demand is there, we could, but no plans for it at all. Well, I would like a ship like the Titanic, but once again, that's something that we're not we're not looking into very deeply. It's just more of a personal interest more than actually adding it to the game.
I don't know why so many people are obsessed with the Titanic.
Well, not I wouldn't add the Titanic to be honest. I mean, I would prefer like Normandy or like some Cunard ship, but yeah. Well, yes, of course. I mean, look, like for me, I just think it's a bit insensitive to do a to do the Titanic, you know. But I don't know. I feel like we should do a ship that was actually that didn't sink so tragically, you know. Yeah. Um, are we gonna have a fuel system? Yes. Diagonal walls. Wolf, what's the verdict on that? I haven't talked to Bird about that.
Wait, what?
Diagonal walls.
I don't think they're gonna be added. It's really not a major interest.
Nuclear reactors. I mean, I don't think we have plans for a nuclear reactor, do we?
No.
But for Link sanity, we might need to, you know, might need to do a we might need to do hyper realistic nuclear reactor.
Nope. You're just gonna have to cope with it.
Dang.
A cold hard cope.
Well, tinted windows. I think that would just be the manual paint system. You
Mm-hmm.
could just tint the windows with the manual paint game pass, I suppose. But other places that have tinted windows, bridges have tinted windows, but those are by default. Because you know it's the bridge, so it should stand out a little bit more than the other spaces on the ship. Let's have a
Why?
look at depth stream chat.
Why is it selecting that one but not any other time I try to?
Yeah, I was the former head developer at Quality Studios, but as a result of our previous owner's hobbies mismanagement, I was then discharged. Well, I actually discharged myself as a result of the events that happened in the background, which I will not be going into. But yeah, when Wolf took over, I felt I was comfortable to return back. So then I did. I was already doing some work with Quality Studios while I was away, helping Wolf doing some models, these kind of things, and being kind of a consulting role. But I wanted a more active role back into the studio.
Because he's getting bored essentially.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I felt that Quality Studios had the qualities. Huh, you know, Quality Studios qualities. But well, the engine is no longer my old model. But we're going to remake those engine models that Wolf made as well. All right, let's split this.
Are you working in the port right now?
No, I'm assisting with the dev stream because you are doing the content.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we could do the split share screen thing.
I think it's probably better because I'm just working on blocking out stuff that's just pretty boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you will be able to teleport to the people's ships. Our goal is to try to have like the core CLT or CST features by the launch. Now I don't know the gravity of success that we're gonna be able to do that, but we believe we're able to do it. Look, I mean, if there's no demand for, like, I don't know the demand for cruise ferries. We'd have to look into that, but that is not at all a priority for us within the first, within the launch and then the support afterwards for the game with updates and these kind of things. We want to focus on upgrading the cruise ship component as far as we can take it. But as far as anything like ferries or cargo ships or military vessels, these kind of things, these things could become a separate game or some type of game pass. We're not sure about this, but it's not in the plan at all at the moment. Will there be a teamwork feature, Wolf? What do you
Like a
think?
co-op thing.
Yep.
Like a that would be later down the line.
Yeah, we want to make the spiritual successor of Cruise Ship Tycoon. So that is our first and foremost goal. And look, once we can achieve that, then we will continue with extra content. So that is our first priority is to make a better version of CST, and then we will add more things on top of it. Chandeliers and recess lighting. That is that is something that we did talk about and consider. Um, we believe that with lights in particular, the amount of lights that we would require on a cruise ship would be significant, and as a result, we do not want to cause a lot of optimization problems by adding lights, but things like lighting fixtures, like very pronounced things like chandeliers or these kind of things, I see no reason why we cannot add them. However, once again, they're not our first priority at the moment. It's a matter of part count. When you have, let's just say, like in a room, right? So you need a lighting source for one block needs to be a lighting source, and then let's say for a stateroom, for instance, you would have three or four of them. If you want to add a lighting fixture, then okay, you can use the light as the emitter, but then you're gonna have two different colors. So then that literally doubles the part. It makes it go from, let's say, four parts to eight parts, and then just imagine all that exponential part gain across the entirety of Nova, for instance. It's gonna tank performance very hard. Now we may be able to work around that with some performance, with some like performance optimizations and other areas, and maybe some type of chunk loading, whatever. We have discussed this, but we're not necessarily sure as to if we can do that or not. If we can, then perhaps lights would become a consideration, similar to something like Retail Tycoon 2 with the way their lights work. But until then, I can't really say anything on that. Lifeboats have not been started on. They are not our first priority at the moment. At the moment, Nova is the biggest ship, and until I believe until the game comes out and we see how it's received and these kind of things, there are no considerations right now for bigger ships. Now, of course, with demand or with if Nova proves to be too small, then perhaps that would go into consideration. But for now, for now, Nova is going to be the biggest ship. Yeah, sure. Wolf, can you move the smallest ship next to Nova, and you guys can have a look at the
Yeah,
scale comparison?
just give me a sec. Let me finish this up.
Yeah, fair enough. Will you be able to add floors for money? We want to maintain the floor structure that we have on board the ships, so probably not. But yeah, yeah, just probably not. That's the answer. Um, Option to have the ship sinkable.
No.
Yeah, no. Zoning will be coming later in the development cycle.
Ooh, we have our first issue. It's a very odd one, if at that.
Uh, Joshua, the in-game economy at the moment is we have an idea on a lot of the pricing and these kind of things, but we won't know until we actually put it into testing. That's what our testers are for, so that they can
Okay.
test our game. And we will find out how the in-game economy stands up, and we will adjust that. So I'm not going to give you a price at the moment because they are very much subject to change. Excursion options. Unfortunately, that is while that would be very cool, that is not in the plans or consideration for the moment. What I can tell you is in discussions for ports such as, for instance, Tuna Reef or these kind of smaller ports, we would like to do something similar to what they do in areas like Tahiti or these kind of small tropical islands where the ship would dock away from a port. And now we're not really sure if we're going to add tender ships or anything like that. Probably not, if I'm going to be honest. But we'll see. With that, that's not a confirm. But you'll have something similar to that kind of idea where you just kind of dock away from the main island and a smaller ship takes your passengers on shore. Whether we'll actually show that in a way of like visually or just it's just gonna be simulated. Yeah, I mean we don't know about this yet. This is far into the development cycle of the game. When will we see the first glimpses of the state rooms?
We
Oh,
just
what
showed them.
Yeah, I mean, you can rewind the stream and have a look, but as they have their counterparts in CST, I mean, we're not necessarily basing our staterooms based off of CST. We're kind of doing our own way. Like the scale is our scale is a bit different than CST. Overall, it allows a little bit more detail. I believe we have a smaller grid than CST, right?
Yeah.
So our grid is smaller, which should allow for like extra details and more like precise scaling, which does help a lot with staterooms in particular, but obviously other areas like when we make restaurants, these kind of things. But they're not like scaled to the same way as CST. I'm assuming that's what you're trying to get at. I'm not sure, but yeah, the scaling is going to be vastly different, and the layout's going to be vastly different. As while we are making a spiritual successor to CST, it is still our game. Uh, no, I meant the rooms you've shown in the previous streams aren't exactly new to us. Well, we made you can rewind the stream. We did showcase the revamped staterooms a few minutes ago. I can check for you how much you need to rewind, I suppose. Yeah, just rewind about 23 minutes. What do you mean by that, hamster? As in prices for tickets? As in like the actual offshore excursion, or do you mean something else?
Like the, like in CST, they have like a fixed rate of the staterooms.
Well,
Or as
well,
in,
I don't know if he's asking that either. Like, to clarify, I guess. Yes. Hello.
my.
Pay to board your ship. I think I, I mean, I don't think so, right, Wolf? Or no? Yes.
Hold on, I'm having a slight
I think look, I could be wrong in this. I'm kind of speaking verbatim here. But I think the way we're gonna do it is it's just the same as CST, honestly. It says, if you place more expensive cabins, then people will pay more to stay in those cabins compared to a less luxurious cabin. And rep and this kind of thing will play into that, just like CST. But I'm also just speaking excuse my language, but out of my ass. Yeah, I'll Rise the Nations. I'll find a way to hide those somewhere away from Wolf.
what?
Don't worry about it.
Is it the cruise missiles?
Don't worry about it.
It's cruise missiles, isn't it?
Don't worry about it.
So it is the cruise missiles. Got it.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm gonna worry about it.
I think you should stop worrying about it.
Oh, I'm gonna worry about it. All right.
I feel that you should stop worrying about this.
Too late.
Too late. Just to stop worrying. It's not that hard. He's gotta cease the thinking. What is the size comparison between Nova and Albatross? Well, Albatross looks like a midget compared to it.
Yeah, you could put it like that.
It's very simple. Yeah, it's gonna be like Albatross is a tiny ship compared to Nova, to be honest. It's huge. Come on, man. I have to. I have to do it. CLT smallest ship in Albatross. Okay, let's have a look. I'm not sure actually. It's how big is Albatross actually? This is a very very good question. Let's go ahead and boot on up CST and figure this one out. I mean, do have we had any advancements on cruise missiles? The development's going great. Um, we're trying to get some. We're trying to do it as authentic as possible. We gotta fully simulate the guidance computer, of course, like to fully simulate the missile, like the Tomahawk cruise missile guidance computer, so that we can have a realistic fire control computer. To guide it onto the target. Maybe we'll add Aegis radars so that, we could have the Aegis fire control system, just shoot some random dude on a cruise ship like 300 miles out. Jesus, man. I don't think we're gonna add some. Dude, I don't believe we're gonna add some Titanic, man. But I mean, Titanic with Tomahawk cruise missiles would be quite funny. We're talking about serious CLT development stuff at the moment.
I hope you know I didn't have audio turned off for the stream, so they heard
Oh,
everything.
I
So you
know.
can just go back.
Oh, I know.
No, you don't.
Oh, that's actually very smart. Like you could store a lot of propellant inside the smokestacks of the Titanic. It would like extend the range of the cruise missiles quite a lot.
What?
Warships and cruise. It's like have you guys heard of that engagement in World War II between two ocean liners, like two like fake merchant ships that that engage each other? That's basically what we're talking about right now. You know? Um, Dude, I just don't think it matters a whole lot to have different propellers. But I mean, at the end of the day, it would probably take us like 5 seconds to recreate it or to create new ones. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just we could do that later down the line as a minor update, but it's just not a big deal. Yeah, it's gonna be a Game Pass, 10K Robux, please, for the cruise missiles. Nah, not official for legal reasons. That is not official. Will there be glowing paint? No.
What?
We're not. I do not. Me personally, I do not want some glowing green like blob just cruising around. You know? Yeah, yeah, we got some uranium. Hey, I mean the hull's strong, but like you shine some like luminescent light on it and shining green. Hey, I mean, we could have like what'd be very very funny like if we had to like if we had a system where we for the nuclear reactor stuff if we ended up adding it like we had to manage like the spent fuel that would be really funny like you could just let the uranium build up in the spent fuel like housing or whatever and then you just have literally uranium fever all over the ship. Everybody's just turning into like some alien or something, Obviously, it's not scientifically accurate, but because I know I got some like nuclear nerds in here, but it would be quite funny. It would be quite comical. Yeah, yeah. And the janitor closet has lead shielding by default. You might get lead poisoning, but I mean, hey, that's okay. We could also store it in the freezer with the food with lead casing. That would also work very well. It's actually a good idea, Walmart. Like genuinely, that's actually a good idea. I might do that for the port I'm working on. We
What?
we could have like a Titanic museum as one of the points of interest at the port I'm working on. Because I won't disclose what it's based off, but it has it's very very urban.
You could say that.
Yes, it has some kind of relation to an apple and being very big. You know.
What?
Wolf, I think you don't understand.
No, you like
In their
lost
pyramid.
me.
We just gotta
Yeah.
make the Illuminati. We just gotta put the Illuminati on the outside of the port. Will cruise missiles be in alpha?
Can we stop with the cruise
Look,
missiles thing?
look. Luke, if we're able to hide them from Wolf, then yes. But if
Can
if
we
we're not able
stop with
to,
the cruise missiles?
if we're not able to, then it's gonna be a problem. Then we have to get creative.
Can we just stop with the cruise missiles?
How much will Nova cost? I already answered this earlier. We will not disclose the price at the moment because they are very much subject to change as to the result of testing.
Wait, the price of no, the price of Nova's already been set.
Yes, but they will still have to be tested, Wolf.
You mean they have to be tested?
Well, our in-game economy needs to be tested because we haven't tested it.
But it's supposed to be hard to get money, essentially.
Yes, exactly, but then if we test the in-game economy and they get Nova in 5 seconds, then that's a problem. Or if it takes 500 hours to get Nova, then that's a problem as well.
Nah.
There's not a pyramid at this port. There's not a pyramid at this point.
What is what? What?
It is not Egypt.
I got a property in Egypt.
Or Vegas. Or Vegas. How many slices of bread will the Nova cost?
Can what are
You would
y'all on
play
about?
to get Nova.
What are y'all on about? Like genuinely.
Well, you had homeless people that tried to jump onto your ship. It would be perfect for the port I'm recreating. Absolutely perfect. Absolute cinema. How many engines can we fit in Nova's lowest deck? Well, we're gonna be we we're gonna
That's
be
up to the
re
player, essentially.
well well we don't know the answer. We can get the answer of how big the engines are currently, I suppose, but I can't. We're gonna be remodeling the engines, so I'm assuming the size is gonna stay the same, but maybe there's a size difference with my remodel. But we'll see. Will Nova be able to read the speed of light with enough engines?
No, there will be a speed cap.
Why?
It's been coded. What do you mean why?
Oh my god, man. I want to make my ship go mock Jesus, man. Come on.
But you also don't want to go flying off the map.
Sure I do.
No, you don't,
Sure I do.
because you will see void, and then your passengers will get angry.
Sure. We'll have to hide that one from Wolf too, Mr.
No,
Horizon.
I oversee everything.
We
I
Big
am
Brother's
the
always
big brother. I am the big brother.
Big Brother's always watching, but we gotta hide it, you know?
Nope.
Gotta find a way to hide it.
Nope.
We get
Why?
more restaurant variants like in Water Park Tycoon. Yes. We'll have a lot of restaurants. We were in discussions about how we wanted to do different styles of restaurants. Of course, the base style, which I'm working on, which you've seen the cabin already. Um, when you've seen the cabin, that's kind of the style we want to go for the base models. But yeah. We would like to have like some other styles, like maybe like 80s or any of these kind of things. Can we hide the missiles in Boardwalk or Central Park? Yeah, I mean it'd be easy to hide it there from Wolf, I think. You could do some type of a missile silo there, and it would work very well. Now we'd have to find a way of where we're gonna place the radar arrays so that they can target enemy ships. But yeah, maybe we can put that one on like big buildings, you know. Add a flying banana in game that has a 1 in a million chance of spawning. I really love these ideas, you know. I really appreciate how much like I really do appreciate how much you guys really understand the priority of this game, guys. Like this is good stuff. Good stuff, man. Like I mean, how can we have a spiritual Dude, I'm actually this is I am not lying, I'm
He's
speaking
lying.
fact. I'm
He's
speaking fact.
lying. Lies.
Speaking facts.
No.
Factual
You're
statement.
speaking lies.
Oh, yeah. We could hide them in the communication antennas, the radar arrays. That'd be good.
It.
I mean, should we do like, look, we basically have two options. We can do like, I think something that would be cool would be like, we could put Aegis arrays on the side of buildings to be the radar. Or we could do like like, you know, the Russian, like, woodpecker? Like the big radar array? We could just place one of those, like near the port, you know? Wolf, what's the speed cap?
On Nova?
Yes.
Like 30 knots.
Bruh.
It's physics based.
Bruh.
What do you mean?
At least 300.
No.
Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, Rowan, I agree with you.
I disagree.
Hide the ships in the missiles.
Okay, these are getting out of hand, guys. Can we not?
These are factual statements. Wolf, if you were actually doing something interesting, we would not be forced to drag out cruise missiles this
I
much.
am doing something interesting. What do you want me to do? Start racing? I don't know.
Do you guys want a QS developer racing? Any of you guys have like racing games?
Yeah, let's just turn this into a game stream. I don't know.
Sim racing.
Something interesting, guys.
See, let's drop what kind of racing games you guys have in the chat right now. We'll see if we can do an event. Forza, okay.
Not,
Terrible. Terrible.
not Forza. I mean, Forza 5's not that bad.
GT7. We got F1, BeamNG.
F123, okay, yep, okay. We're getting somewhere with the F123. We're getting somewhere.
Luke, you do not want to compete with my sim racing setup, buddy. We do not want to go there. Assetto Corsa, BeamNG. Yes. War Thunder. War Thunder. I love War Thunder. CST races. You know what? We need to add Monaco or something. Like we were talking about. We were kind of memeing about it, but it'd be perfect. Perfect. See, a lot of you guys have a Assetto Corsa actually. That's insane. I would not expect that.
I'll be right back, guys.
apparently. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like racing on Assetto Corsa would be so nice. Honestly. Oh my God, I'm back on the stream, man. So let me just update you guys on what's going on. Wolf has some technical difficulties with his microphone at the moment, and he will not be able to talk. Which, not that he was really talking anyways, so it's okay. But yes, Pigeon, I would love to give you a tour. Are you guys in the Discord server of QS? Right, everybody on the YouTube chat. I'm assuming everybody's in. We will likely post a in-depth tour on the devlogs channel. We can try to do that today or tomorrow. But yeah. We are going to need yeah, exactly, no name, you get it, man. Yes, but yeah, we want to be able to we want to be able to do the tour, but the problem is Wolf is not very good at video editing, so yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna. Well, I understand how to edit kind of, but yeah, we want to make it a lot better than the previous like videos we've done. It's just kind of crap, but yeah. As for the dev stream, I think next dev stream we would like to work out a way where we can figure out how to get both of us on the stream. So instead of me just not being able to work and just talking and reading chat, we will be able to both develop at the same time so that we can give you guys more content. And yeah. And by the next dev stream, the port will be at a much more polished state and will be ready to reveal to the public. Addy, okay, yes. You know, Ryzen Nations, you're an investor, so you got the priority treatment here at Quality Studios. You know, you have the moral high ground here. You know, I have to comply. I can't do anything. You know. That's wonderful. But yeah, guys, how many of you guys have a set of Corsa? Like actually, I'm actually curious if we can do an event on this. It would be really fun. I think you get to dive bomb the developers. I think that's great. Just punt everybody into the wall. You know. I mean, we have. I know a lot of people from the QS server that have it, but yeah. I mean, we get mods working on it. Dude, I got you, Mr. Lester. I got you, man. Dude, I am a mod connoisseur. I have like my Assetto Corsa folder is about 600 gigabytes, and no lie, I'll actually check right now how big it is. I'll check right now. Let's see. Let's go right click Assetto Corsa show. Okay, yeah, properties. Let's see here. All right, it's counting. I'll send a screenshot. But I like accidentally crashing them, making him go into walls. You know what, Mr. No Name? You sound like somebody I know, and this person is named Wolf Gaming VR. You see, he really likes pushing others into the wall, you know. It's very nice. Okay. Oh my God, it's even more than I thought. The Assetto Corsa folder has inflated in size. I'm sending in dev stream chat. For those of you in the in the YouTube chat, it's 841 gigabytes. Yeah. 4 ships are incomplete so far. How many ships are planned to exist by the time the alpha comes around? Look, we want to get as many ships as we can. As of right now, we believe 4. But look, as more of them come online, we could have more than 4, of course. But we'll see how that goes. Wolf is our ship maker. As basically the way the studio is organized now is Wolf is in charge of ship modeling and overall management, and I am in charge of modeling literally everything else, doing textures for everything and these kind of things. Hence why I am a senior artist or developer. Wolf doesn't want to call me an artist, but that's what I call myself. But yeah. And the reason why we do this is because we want to keep we want to keep the styles of the models kind of good, like in similar style. Now, of course, inevitably with both of us working together as we have been for a while, my style ends up infecting Wolf, and then we start getting closer and closer. And by when we get closer in style enough, then maybe we can go back to collaborating on different models. But until then, we're gonna have to keep it separated in order to keep the game style good. Stormworks event. I mean, my Stormworks doesn't work very well. Like the in terms of internet connection. Yeah, yeah, Pigeon. That's what I mean. If one person works on the ship and one person works on everything else, then yeah, then we will have a consolidated style and a good game style that stays consistent over multiple things or multiple models rather. But yeah, I'll ask our community engagement team if we could do a Assetto Corsa event. I think that would be great. We have to go pretty mod not heavy though, because we don't want to flood other people's PCs, obviously. And then we'd also need to set up like some tutorials maybe for modding, because we'll need to do modding, but yeah. And if we are gonna do that, I might need to I'll probably just buy a server so that we can we don't need to do some like VPN tunneling or anything like goofy like that. Dude, the thing with Minecraft though, like it's it's like too addicting almost. It's like another thing that I have to do, like I am a like I already have to work a lot on CLT and the devs as well in general. But then I also have another obligation I have, which is doing sim racing on a semi-professional level. I mean, it's yeah. Yeah. classic Roblox theme stuff as a Game Pass. Now, these are this would go under something like a style pack, as I call them, where you would be able to buy different styles of items in general, like for instance, 80s futuristic or these kind of things. Now, don't take those verbatim, but that's like that's like maybe some of the styles that would be in the game, and you'd be able to do that. And classic Roblox would probably be one of them. And of course, we have styles that are available for free as well. Uh, yeah, yeah. Glass domes and roofs. Yes. Actually, Wolf, can you go ahead and show them the new pool roof that I have revamped? Would that be possible? So yeah, there it is. I don't know what. I think Walt is doing the animation for it. Yeah, yeah, subspace. That's kind of what we do probably. Yeah. Euro Truck SMP. Dude, like I imagine like having like hundreds of truckers on a server, man. My problem with Euro Truck is I don't have like a I I might need to buy the Moza truck wheel. Like for me it's a problem with using my formula style wheel. Like this spamming the upshift like over and over again, like cycling through like 30 gears, you know? It's a bit of a pain if you can't figure that one out. Will you be able to put custom horns on ships like in DCL ships? We don't have plans for that. But I mean, you never know. I suppose. It would be quite cool, I would think, but yeah, I mean that's not on our priority list at the moment. Uncle, we do have the motors on the actual we have the motor, we have a box for the motor on the retracting and extending pool roof, but it's very simple to keep poly count down. It's not a very detailed model for that reason. Putting studs on the ship, yeah, yeah, yes, subspace. That's what I was talking about earlier. I said I agreed with you. That would be something you would have with like classic Roblox. Or maybe just kind of like lower, like I don't know, like almost like lower quality models, but also like stylized, you know. So it's technically it's not lower quality. It's just like nostalgic. Supermarket Sim SMP, dude, I love that game so much. I love Supermarket Sim, man. Oh, that game is so good. What's the name of the starter ship? The name of the starter ship is Explorer class subspace. Add lawsuits where cruise missiles can sue you. I don't think they need to sue anybody. This would explode your ship, in half. Easy. So in the end, is a smaller ship. Oh, you know what? I need to actually follow up on that. I think it's smaller. It is smaller for sure. But I don't think it's actually like much smaller. I could be wrong though. It is bigger than the CST starter ship for sure. The way I've done the cabins is the way I've designed them. I have two different types of cabins that could fit on a ship like Explorer. Where we could have a one that's a balcony one, but it's shrunk down, and that can fit two abreast on Explorer. And then I have a balcony version without the living room, which you can see on the stream right now. The cabin on the top right of the screen is the version of the with the balcony, and then just imagine the mini suite on the left having no balcony as the bigger mini suite class like size cabin that you can put on Explorer, so you can fit two abreast. And Wolf, can you go ahead and give a detailed tour before we're gonna end the stream soon? Just give a detailed tour of the cabin. Pigeon's been asking for it, and I think it'd be nice to have a look. Just have a look at the suite because the suite has the most assets. Yep. So here we just have the double bed. The double bed can be replaced with two single beds as well. Um, we have this room is the mini suite, so we have the couch, which is Wolf will move to now. There it is. That's kind of the living room area, which could also act as another bed. And then the bathroom, of course. Wolf, please show the bathroom in detail. All the materials here have PBR materials, so they all reflect light very nicely. Of course, there's no roof, so the cabins are a little bit brighter than they should be. But yeah, just imagine if there was a roof on this, it looks absolutely beautiful with the lighting and everything. I tried the way I went with designing this. I tried to keep it very very light, like light colored, so that it would be very very welcoming. There we go. Yeah, that's how the cabin looks in its actual form. So yeah, and then please show the studio cabin, as that's the rest of the cabins just basically are the same. Yeah, just go down, look at the bed, and yeah. So you see you have storage compartments underneath. So yeah, this is the initial phase of what I'm working on as a new hire. Well, not necessarily new hire. I guess I just got hired, but I've been working with the studio for a while now. But this is what I will be working on, is revamping all the models to this standard. And I've been this is the work that I've done in my first week here with Quality Studios, and I hope to maintain this pace all the way up until the release, where we will then need to pick up the pace even more to push out updates to the wonderful people. And yeah, thank you for attending, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the dev stream. Sorry for all the technical difficulties that we had, but yeah, I hope you guys are excited about the new remodels. Look, if you guys have any criticisms of the remodel, do please tell me in general or in dev stream discussion. I will gladly rework different things. Um, anything that I make, anything that Wolf makes, feels free to criticize it all you want. We want to make the game perfect for you, as you are our valued customers and players, and we all equally want this game that we so loved back in the day and was abandoned, unfortunately, by secondhand studios. and I can't wait to push this game out to you guys. I hope you guys really really enjoy. All right. Please, in the next weeks, just expect to see more progress on the ports, and Wolf will be upgrading the ships to the current standard with new bridge wings, these kind of things. So the progress will seem very very slow for me for the next week or so, as I'll be working on a port, which is very very demanding. But when it comes out, the ship will or the port will look very good. I'll actually go ahead and announce now the port is going to be based off of the New York metro area, with the port of Brooklyn, Manhattan, and the port of Newark being modeled, being the inspirations of this island. So there will be three separate ports on this island, with very very high detail. We hope to add a very very beautiful skyline, a lot of the iconic bridges and landmarks of the New York metro area, and yeah, I think it's gonna be great, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So yeah, you guys have a good one, and we'll end the dev stream here. All right. Thank you for attending.